teach you how to do a Babinski heel to toe rub that's hopefully going to help to desensitize the bottom of your foot. There are a few ways of doing this, and I might instruct you a slightly different way, but for the majority of the time, this is what we're going to do. You'd have your foot crossed out like this, and you can see where I've got a little piece of tape. That is the only place you touch, and it's always from the heel to the bottom of this fifth toe. It's not in the bottom center, it's not on the outside, it's the bottom on the outside of that foot, okay? Now, you might be someone who really finds touching your foot really, really uncomfortable. So maybe using a finger isn't going to work for you. Maybe I've given you a sponge, or maybe even just a piece of Kleenex or something that doesn't bother you. I'm just going to show you with my fingers for now, okay? The key is that the sliding never tickles, like at all. It always feels safe. If you go to a place that tickles, you can't touch that, and your nervous system won't like you touching it. So it's not going to be a benefit to you. So the movement is from the heel to the toe. It generally starts with slow and deep, and our goal is light and fast, okay? But we're not going to start light and fast because that'll probably make you go crazy. So you want that slow, deep pressure and eventually working towards it. And maybe not in that session, maybe over the course of a couple of weeks or maybe a month. It might be that long for some people. The important thing is to remember is the location, the direction, but always follow with a toe extension. So the toe extension just is pulling it back. I know it's hard to see because I'm wearing dark socks, but it's a little extend back. So it looks like this. I start slow and deep. I'm using the tips of my fingers. Sometimes you'd have to use a whole palm of your own hand, depending on how sensitive you are. I'm just going to use the tips. I start at the heel and I go slow along the ridge of that bottom. I follow immediately with the toe extension. Okay? So slow, deep pressure, toe extension. Slow, deep pressure, toe extension. Sometimes it helps if I rub my shin before I touch the bottom. So I just kind of do this nice, slow, gentle rub. I get to that heel, I slowly go up, and then I extend. Maybe I just do one, I touch, I go up, I extend. Now, if someone else is doing this on you, you'd actually be laying down, and I'm going to switch feet so you can see me. So one leg would be bent, the side that you're not working on is bent, and then the leg that you are working on is down here. And then the same thing would happen. You would touch the same place that I was just showing you on my foot here. It's also possible that you might have to use like a sponge. So the sponge will give you a little bit of softer thing, and it makes it feel like somebody else is doing it. It's not quite perfect, but it's pretty good. But if you want to actually do this, like somebody else wanted to do this on you, it's a different feeling than if you're doing it. And that's actually more appropriate to make that whole change to the nervous system, how it reacts. So starting it with yourself, great. Eventually, maybe down the road, having somebody else do it. But the real perfect place would be that someone else does it where you're laying down and someone else is giving you that external input as opposed to you giving to it. Your system would be much more lit up and wondering what's going on with that. And it would challenge the system a little bit more.